So hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. For today's video we are going to be having like a massive catch up life update. I don't really know what we're gonna call this, but truthfully we just need to talk. So grab your coffee, your tea, your water. It's gonna be a very chatty and long video, so I have split it into sections and I'll tell you what the sections are now, and then we'll get straight into the video just in case you want to skip to those parts. So I'm gonna talk about university and like about to graduate and like how I feel about that and what I hope will happen next and what is actually going to happen next. So I'm going to tell you what I hope will happen next, plus the things that are already in the works to happen. Then I'm going to tell you about my channel, this channel. Like, hey, you ain't got to tell me, I already know it. Some of the videos lately have not been doing so great in terms of you guys haven't been as engaged and I haven't been really like enjoying making them. You can kind of tell. So I'm going to tell you what changes I'm going to make to the channel, what's coming next. Are we ending? Are we staying? I don't know. It's all in the air. Then my birthday. I recently turned 23 and I had an amazing birthday. And I just want to talk to you guys about my new goals, like my new age, and just how I'm feeling and how different things will be a little bit. Then we're gonna get into talking about some social media hate. Ooh, I think you guys I don't know if you think this actually. I think a lot of people think that I don't get any hate of any sort and that nobody says anything mean to me, which is just not true. Like, I do get the hate and I'm gonna share some of what I've been getting. We're gonna talk about that and just how I deal with it and my thoughts on it. Then the last thing we'll talk about is life changes, like where am I gonna live? Am I gonna work? Am I not gonna work? I do have a few of those answers already, so I'm gonna just share them with you guys, and that's pretty much the structure of the video, and let's get straight into it. Okay, so okay, here we go. Okay, so as things stand right now, I'm graduating from university in May basically, and I am so scared just because it feels like life is happening, but I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. I feel like when I was at Oxford and I was doing this YouTube thing and like I always wanted to do a master's, so I kind of had a path that was set, right? Whereas now it's like I'm no longer going to be a student. Like, I don't know myself outside of being a student. I only know myself as I've been in education my entire life. So I don't know what that looks like, especially since my channel, my purpose, the things that I love doing in my spare, everything in my life is centered around education and was kind of fueled by the fact that I was a student. So now I wonder how all of those things will still function without me being a student. And I think a lot of people feel those worries of like, what? I'm about to graduate and go into the adulting world. Do I even know what I want to do with my life, right? And I feel like I'm in a extremely lucky position, and I always have to make these disclaimers because I never want anyone to get off my channel thinking I'm not aware of the things that I do have and that I'm complaining or anything. So I'm very aware that I am in a lucky position that I don't know what to do because I have many more choices than I guess an average young person would have. So for me it's less about, oh, I don't know what to do because there's nothing to do. It's more like there are these different paths that I could take and I don't know which one to take, and if I go down this road, what if I will regret it and I should have gone down this road? That's the truth of it. Like, I don't ever want to sit here and lie to you guys like I don't know what to do because I don't know what to do. No, I don't know what to do because I don't know which path to go down. So that's been kind of tricky, and I don't even know what to say. But yeah, I've been feeling very confused, like what am I supposed to do? And even with this YouTube channel, right, like I feel like the content lately has not been doing as great in terms of, I know that you guys aren't as engaged with it because I can see the back end of the channel, right? I can see the stats of how long you watch a video for, or which ones you like, or which ones you comment on or engage with, and I know that lately they haven't been great. I know it and you know it, and I think things have to definitely change because I used to really love YouTube. Like, I used to love the things I was creating. I used to love making videos and getting them out to you guys, whereas right now I feel like I'd lost that love for a second, but it's coming back because I have a plan. I have a plan of action, and that plan was very much inspired by Jack. I've got to give him a huge shout out. Like, Jack is doing so well right now. He's living his life, and he's just, I can't even explain it. You can see the sparkle in his eye in the newest videos that he's got, and I'm just so happy for him. Like, he's got this amazing job working in the book world. His book videos are doing incredibly well, and I just feel like, I think when my friends are winning, their energy is so infectious, and it just, if you happen to randomly not to be subscribed to Jack, which wouldn't even make sense to me because like he's just great, make sure you go check out his videos now. Jack Edwards, like, they're so good. And I was talking to him and I was just letting him know, like, hey Jack, like, I really want to take my channel back to the basics, back to the things that I used to love doing. And if you've been around for a long time and you knew my channel as Miss Vaz, then you would know that I used to have this thing called Read with Miss Vaz, which I used to do every Sunday. I used to try and do it every week, but I don't know if it was successful. But Read with Miss Vaz, and I used to like bring out a book that I love, give you a review, and then get the author of the actual book to come on my channel. This is obviously pre-pandemic times when you could meet up with people. So then I would get the author to sit in with me and talk about the book, and I was just like, V, right now I'm not really, I'll be honest, I'm not trying, I need a break from the study videos in terms of like how to write an essay or how to study. Like, I need a break from those because I feel like that's all I've ever made since I've been on YouTube, basically. And I just want to start doing the content that gives me that buzz, you know. And books give me that buzz. I have a book highlight on my Instagram that I always like share what books I'm reading on the Empowered by V. I love sharing books on there as well, and like obviously I just love reading a lot. And then I've written a book. I've written a book. I love books so much that I've gone and written my own book. So in the next, I think for the whole of summer, I'm just going to be in book world because I'll be finishing up my own book. I'll be reading a lot because I'll be free from university and like we'll have the time to. So I think my content should always reflect wherever I'm at in life, and that's where I'll be at. So we are going to be transitioning into the booktube world, and very much inspired by Jack. 100% have to give his props where it's due because it's important to do that. And I hope you guys receive it well. Like, I've got so many ideas and I'm so excited, and I haven't felt excited about like filming content in a long time. So I hope you guys receive it well. And I want to also get into doing empowerment content too. So things like I guess it's quite similar to what I do already, but things like talking more in depth about lifestyle choices and how to stay motivated, but not from a student perspective or like a university perspective, but from a life perspective, because that's the stage I'm going into, life. So yeah, comment down below if you think that's a good idea for me to get into the book world. So for example, I might say recommending 5 books that every young girl should read in order to learn more about girls' education, or reading the 10 books that Michelle Obama recommends, or books that every female should read at least once in their life. Or it'll be very much books around female empowerment, inspiration, and just things that can help you navigate life. So let me know if you want to see those kinds of videos, and if you think it's a good idea, or if you think, V, what are you doing, pump the brakes, like let's not, you're not entering booktube, like you can't go there. Yeah, that's it on the channel side. And I was really this close to being like, I'm done, like let's quit YouTube, like it's not for me, I don't think it's working out. Like I was just so stuck. And then my friend James said to me, not in relation to me wanting to like maybe leave YouTube, but in relation to life in general, he was like, you should never worry because number one, maybe the thing you're worrying about you can't do anything about anyways, so you shouldn't worry about anything you can't change. And then number two, there is a solution, therefore you shouldn't spend and waste your time worrying about it. You should be working towards that solution and like getting into gear in action. So when I was sitting there worrying about what do I do with YouTube, what's gonna happen next with adulting, I was like, V, you have a solution. Go and talk to your channel. Like instead of worrying about your channel, talk to your channel, like talk to the people there, like let them know where you're at. Don't just sit there and be like, oh my god, I'm so excited for the future, when you don't even know what's coming in the future. Tell them. You never know, someone else might be able to relate. So here I am telling you. Then the next thing is social media hate. Oh my gosh. So I believe that everybody's entitled to an opinion. I actually think it's very healthy for people to have an opinion and to discuss the things that they care about or feel passionate about. So if that so happens to the subject of that discussion happens to be me and you happen to not like me, I think that's fair game, right? And if you have valid reasons, if it's racist and like you just don't like me because I'm black, I haven't got time to even like entertain or tolerate or listen to your reasoning, because it's starting off on something that's just absurd. Like, what does race have to do with anything? So, but if it's like genuine things like, oh, I don't like the style that she teaches when she gives us like essay writing tips, or I'm not a fan of I don't know, whatever, that is so valid, and you might need a place to express that, so you go and express it on a space that other people feel the same way. And I think that's so fair. And I have a choice to obviously not look at anything like that and to not go seeking it, which is, it just is logical. The part that gets me and makes me a little bit annoyed is when people bring it to my like to my personal space. Like, you made an account, a fake account, to follow me and send me hate. To me, that's like, that's extra. You don't have to do that. Like, you could have kept those thoughts to yourself, sent it to your group chat, told your friends about it. And the things that you're telling me about, it's not like they're constructive or that I can do anything about it. You don't like my face, you don't like my smile, you don't like my voice. I was born that way. Like, I cannot and will not alter how I smile because it annoys you. Like, and I don't get why somebody, and these are real people who've taken the time to make a fake account. And why use a fake account? Like, why not use your real one? If what you're saying is okay and what you're saying is right, surely you should just say it with your chest, right? And I think that's just where, that's the part. And then they will, oh, do you know what they do? They make a fake account, send me some hate, which is fine, whatever, life happens, and then screenshot other hateful messages. I don't know where they get them from, I don't know what platforms these exist on, but they will send me like screenshots of what other people say, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just like, it's like people just don't want people to be happy. And when you have all these hashtags of like be kind and stuff, it's so real, because what if the day you said that terrible, and they'll send paragraph, I wish I could show you, but I also don't want to invest my time into showing you that when there were like thousands of kind messages in my DMs, you know. But they'll send like this long, and then at the end of it I read it and I'm like, what did you want me to do? Like, did you want me to cry my eyes out and go to bed in bits, or wake up the next day thinking I don't want to be here anymore? Like, well, how do you know I wasn't on the edge of being like, I'm going through a really dark space and I was already feeling so low, and that message is what tips me over the edge? Like, people just forget that you're human behind like this camera and stuff. So I mean, that was just a little bit of a rant, but I'm fine with hate that I can't see, or like hate that's in a different place. But when you directly want me to read it and it's nothing constructive, it's nothing that, you know, I like when someone says, hey V, you know, in the future, like I did a period campaign, right? It was all about period underwear for young girls, and in the video I was saying young girls and women, and then someone said, hey V, like in the future maybe you could use a more inclusive set of pronouns, because it's not just girls who go through a period, if you know what I'm trying to say. And I was like, oh my gosh, that is so true. Like, I didn't even think about pronouns when I was doing that that campaign. And now if I ever have another one of those campaigns, it's something I can bear in mind. I'm fine with constructive, hey V, this wasn't, even in the last video that I made, the last one, you guys were telling me that, hey V, we don't really like when you do these crazy dramatic clickbaity video titles, which I really enjoy because I'm a dramatic person as it is. But I've now learned that you guys are not here for that. I have to hold my hands up, apologize, and next time I'll fix it, and I'll make sure that I just don't like use that form of like titling again, because it doesn't work for you guys. That's constructive, I'll take that. But when it's my face, my race, my voice, my happiness, like things like that, keep it somewhere else that I can't see. Have your discussions. I'm fine with it. I'm never gonna like moan about that, but yeah. Last bit, that was a bit dark, wasn't it? Last thing is life changes. What's gonna be coming next? So I really want to move to London. Let it be known that I've told you first. I actually haven't even said this on any social media platform or told many of my friends, but I really, well, I guess you would know if you've been watching my channel for a long time. I'm obsessed with London. Really want to move to London. I want to have a job. There is a job that I'm thinking of actually taking, which is crazy to say because, you know, that's a big decision, but there's a job role that's so perfect and I think I'm going to take it with an organization that I really respect and love. So maybe I'll make an announcement about that one day, but I've basically taken the job. I've basically, at this point, I just need to sign like on the contract with the dotted line and review it. Obviously I can still say no, I might change my mind, but I'm most likely gonna take it. And in the future I still want to do a PhD, so don't be surprised if in a year or 2 years or 3 years you hear me say like I'm going to do a PhD, because that is very much something on my mind. So that's what I want to happen. These are the things that I want to happen. I want, for my 23rd year on this earth, these are my goals. I want to move to London very soon. Like once I graduate from Harvard, I have nothing holding me at home. London it's just, I want to be there. That's home for me. So I really want to move to London. I don't know whether to try and like get a place in the center, get a place in the, I don't know, house share, flat share, don't share. I don't even know. I need to figure all of that out. The second thing is either accept or decline this job offer, which I think I might take it. I don't know. I might make a different video to talk to you guys about that because this one is already way too long. And then what else? Oh, the channel. Like I hope I start making videos that you guys fall back in love with again and that I fall in love with, and we'll see. I mean, with any new content you need to give it at least a month or two for it to really like pick up before you can judge whether it's doing well or not. So for the next 2 months I think I'll be entering booktube world, and if you guys are responding well, we'll carry on. If not, I'll have to hang in the towel and call YouTube a day, because if I can't make those videos that I love, then I don't think there's any point being here. And I'll be fine with that. I think this channel has been amazing. We've had a really good run, you know, and I wouldn't be angry that it ended. I'd be quite happy, like I lived it, I did it, and now it's done. It's came to a very cordial and mutual ending. Yeah, I think that's it. I think I covered everything, and obviously I'll be working on my book all summer long, which is very exciting. So yeah, that's it. That's the end. I'll catch you guys soon. Sorry this video was so long. See you in the next one, and I love you so much. Bye.